I'm going to show you how to make a buttonhole like this one. This is a simple, and this one has a simple appearance, but the instructions are a bit involved. I recommend writing down the instructions and keeping them with you in your knitting bag because it's a lot to hold in your mind. Basically, the concept will be, this is done in one row. There's nothing to do on the following row. And it's basically binding off a few stitches and casting on a few stitches above it. And we'll be doing a trick on both ends to reinforce the sides so they're nice and neat. So to begin, we'll begin by reinforcing the first end. To do this, just bring the yarn to the front, slip a stitch purlwise, and then bring the yarn to the back again. So we've wrapped the yarn in front of this stitch. Now we'll begin our bind off. This is a simple bind off. We won't be knitting the stitches to bind off. We'll just slip and pass the previous stitch over it. I'm not knitting the stitch and passing over, I'm just slipping it because I want this yarn to stay where it is. So slip and pass over. And once again, slip and pass over. So I'm binding off 3 stitches for my 3-stitch buttonhole. And now replace the last stitch onto the left needle and turn the work around to begin our cast on. Now, important here, bring the yarn to the back. Any instructions that we'll be doing in this buttonhole, you should have the yarn in the back. We're going to cast on 4 stitches for our 3-stitch buttonhole. So if you're binding off 3 stitches, add an extra stitch to the cast on. 3 stitches plus 1 is 4 cast on stitches. So we'll do a cable cast on, which means insert the right needle between the previous 2 stitches on the left needle. So I'm going behind an entire stitch here and pulling the yarn through. Place it on the needle and repeat, going behind the whole stitch I just made. Pull the yarn through. This is a little tricky if you haven't done it before, but I know you can manage it. Place it on left needle. Get your needle in there before you tighten the stitch. It's easier. Pull it through. Place on. Did I do them all yet? Let's see. One more to do. So I haven't tightened the stitch yet. I'm putting my needle in it. Now I can pull it tight. And one more. And that's it. Place on the left needle. So we've cast on 4. Now we're going to turn the work again so the right side is facing us. Yarn's in the back. And now to reinforce this left side, slip the left stitch, the stitch off the left needle, and pass the last cast on stitch over the slip stitch. See if I can get into the stitch. I'm going to slide to the end. Slide to the tip of the needle where there's a little more room to get into the stitch. Okay, pass it over. And that's our buttonhole. Here's what it looks like one row later. And just to mention, I did these on 2 separate rows, just for demonstration. This is just a sample. You will usually do your buttonhole, complete it, and then knit on and do another buttonhole in the same row, and they'll all line up. This is just for demonstration. They look pretty wonky in this sample, but that's it.